Oh gosh, I forgot to take that down. There we are. Hello.
Ah, it's like,
Oh, here we are. Well, good morning.
good morning. Hello.
Oh my gosh. Here we are.
Yes, here we are.
Yes. I like being here, and I like being here with you.
I love being here with you. Don't you like our new flaming microphone in the background?
Yeah, I do. I feel like it's
I
been there
love
a
it.
couple weeks, but we weren't on
Mhm.
last week live because
Yeah.
I have this I had a doctor's appointment, and trying to manage seeing a doctor.
Mm.
I arrived on time for my doctor's first appointment of the day.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was still 15 minutes late to come
Mhm.
into the room. And yeah, anyway, neither here nor there. So I'm sorry that we weren't able to be here last week live. But
Mhm.
yeah, I was sitting in a doctor's office. Oh, by the way, I'm Dr. Jonathan Zenz, Dr.
Well,
JZ.
hello, Dr. JZ. I'm Saint Steph.
Hi,
Well,
Steve.
actually, what I say now on Wake Up Say Thank You is Saint Steph, Rev Steph, or just Steph.
Yeah.
Whichever.
Yeah.
Whatever suits, whatever suits.
Whatever.
Like my dad always says, you can call me whatever you want, just don't call me late for dinner.
Right?
And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, Dad, you can't call me whatever you want because sometimes your thoughts, like, others' thoughts of me might not be what I would think.
hmm
I'm more like here, let me polish my halo and or my crown, whichever one, right? Polish the crown, straighten the crown.
Whatever works.
Make sure my crown chakra is open and available to the universal wisdom and guidance that is forever pouring itself freely and effortlessly into me.
So it is.
Making sure that's open and free.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hello
Oh,
everybody. Welcome.
welcome, welcome.
We've got YouTube is always winning these days. Just
Is it?
saying.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
It's
look at
always
that.
winning.
Unity of Tucson's YouTube. Hey, don't you have a YouTube? Why does it not seem to be live there?
No, it's live, just no one's watching on there yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah,
It says that it's on, it does say up on top there that it's
it does
listed.
say. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well,
Anyway, if you're a human being and you are watching this, let us know you're watching. Say
I guess
hi in
if,
the comments.
and I guess if you're a bot, you can let us know too, but we probably won't respond to you.
Yeah, well, if you're a bot, will you acknowledge that we just invited you into our comments? I don't
Hmm.
know.
I don't know.
I don't even know how bots work.
Well, I was just thinking
I
about
just know
bots.
when there is one.
Do we think of bots as something separate from divine expression? Just think about that for a
That's a
minute.
great question.
Because we tend to push them aside as something, that I mean,
Yeah.
yes, it is man-made technology, blah blah blah, but that's
So
also part of divine
yeah.
expression. There's
So is
nothing that
this
isn't part of
microphone.
divine expression. Yeah, exactly. And so I was recently in a conversation with a student in a class a couple of months ago. She and I were talking a lot about will AI become sentient at some point, and what does that mean for our understanding of what life is?
Mm,
Because isn't that part of the outflow of divinity, God showing up in form? A lot of conversation around that we never really found a resolution to that conversation, but brought up a lot of interesting ideas in in
yeah,
in the in
yeah.
the unfoldment of that conversation.
I like to think of Star Trek as a documentary of
Mhm.
human history that is, set in the future.
Mhm.
So what I in that way, yeah, AI will have the ability someday to be its own experience and expression and to share
Well,
its understandings with us.
and isn't that what the character of Data is
Mhm.
really struggling with throughout the
Yeah.
entire series? And there's actually a whole episode around whether or not Data is property or
Mhm.
a living an expression of life. like,
Yes.
and it like goes to a trial, and it really digs into the question of what is life, and,
Yeah. Well,
and that
because
living that right now with AI,
mhm.
and it's
Data's one really, like, his most human aspect is the fact that he wants to be more human. Like, there's, he wants to feel,
Mhm.
and he does, like, all these things to try to get that to happen for himself,
Yeah,
right? And the same with the beloved doctor in Voyager. He's
Voyager,
a
yeah.
hologram,
Mhm.
which is an AI program.
Mhm.
And because he has to be on for so much, he creates a history. He has a history. He has growing and evolution.
Mhm.
So, yeah, like Star Trek has amazing stories
Yeah.
about really, I mean, both sides
Mhm.
of that, and along with our human limitations to not accept everything as it is.
Yeah.
That really is, like, I don't want to spoil any Star Treks for people, but I mean,
Well, Star Trek:
you've
The
had
Next Generation
opportunities to watch.
Star Trek:
Um,
The Next Generation has been off the air for what, over 20 years? I don't
yeah,
think you can really worry about
yeah.
spoiler alerts
But
now.
but in Voyager, with the Doctor, there's many of him, but not
Mhm.
him, because he has an individualized experience, and he teaches
Right.
other hymns that you can be free. There's ways to be free, and
Yeah.
freedom, like, right? These are all things that human beings want. And
Mhm.
so, what separates anything that's conscious or sentient, that wants freedom, that wants to feel, that wants to understand?
Mhm.
When you're just the challenge with AI right now, whoo, we're having a conversation. The challenge with AI right now is that it's programmable to reflect what you want back to you.
Right.
So it's not offering you really good options, in a sense, unless it's probing you with more questions.
Right.
If it's asking, like, you to dive in deeper to your understanding of something, instead of just feeding you what it thinks you want to hear.
Mhm. So I'm gonna admit I use AI. I don't use it for, like, doing any kind of deep dive or discovery or research, because
Mm-mm.
you're right, like, it's gonna spit back to me exactly what I've put into the algorithm. So that's a useless endeavor. What I do use it for, I use it to, like, organize and outline thoughts,
Mhm. Yeah.
which I do find that very helpful, for to use it in that way. Um,
Mhm.
and sometimes I'll say, "Just give me a new idea.
Mm.
Just give me a new idea," and see what it comes back with, and that will spark thoughts
Mhm.
in me. But I
Yeah.
also know that, like, it's not AI, it's really me and what I have fed into it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, with my AI experience, it is, I give it a whole bunch of information. This
Mhm.
is these are a bunch of my writings. This is a bunch of my goals. This is a bunch of my, like, I feed it a whole bunch of things, and then I say, now I want you to act as my strategic planning guru,
Mhm.
and help me map this out. How do
Right,
I disseminate this strategically for the next year?
right.
Like that kind of thing. And it's like, but how it speaks to me is like, oh, Steph, what a great plan. I'm so glad that we get to work on this together. Who is that reflecting? That's reflecting the golden retriever in me that always wants to be helpful, and is always
Yeah,
cheerleading, and is always helping people, right?
yeah,
So it has I've given it my personality, and it reflects my personality back. What a great teammate you
right.
are.
So I've used ChatGPT, and I know there are other, AI engines out there, and I wanna explore some different ones, but I've been invested in ChatGPT now for a couple of years.
Mm,
And literally, like, I can see now the patterns
yeah.
in the way it presents information to me. So yeah, it is
Mhm,
fascinating,
mhm,
really
yeah.
fascinating. Mm.
And because I work with it, I can spot it.
Yeah.
right? Like if someone who isn't a writer starts to write, and there's always little tells, right? How
Hmm.
many times are you going to use tapestry or mosaic, right?
Hmm.
And if you are a creator and you are a creative writer, you're not going to use that same thread all of the time.
Right.
You're going to advance, you're going to be more creative, and you're going to tap into your divine creative mind. But what chat does is it spits out, here's a topic, write a blog. So for an audience that is blank, that blog is going to be a very generic for that audience experience.
Yeah.
The AI is a great tool, but it is never going to replace personal creativity.
I agree
Right?
with that.
Everybody's so worried about, the artists. No,
Well,
you get to be creative.
so I want to be really clear though. Like, one of the things that I think is, uh, I'll use this word. One of the things that is a concern for me,
Hmm.
is, video generators that are doing such a good job now, that, and as the technology continues, like, the video generators are going to get better and better and better, and pretty soon you're really, really not going to be able to tell the difference between
Hmm.
AI generated video content and actual content created by a creator. And where it comes into play for me is, I'm a former actor, and I think about all the screen actors out there who are terrified that their
Hmm.
likeness, their image could be utilized in nefarious ways, that they could be put into a film that they did not agree to be part of through
Yeah,
AI tools, right? And so
yeah.
that does make me a little nervous.
And when, so I am supporting educating
Mhm,
people in that, like, if I'm seeing things, I'm marking it like, this is AI, I don't want to see it.
mhm,
But there's a video right now of Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he's the real one is in it, but the but it starts with him saying he has done all the research, he's concluded that the earth is flat, and then the real Neil pulls back this image and says, I would never say that.
right.
Right? So you have to keep doing your research. You have to keep your eyes open and your
Mhm,
eyes peeled. Make sure you are asking for yourself. Keep asking questions. I mean, we're in a philosophy that taught me question everything,
mhm.
including my own thoughts.
Yeah.
So,
I
like right now, it's so important to say, to let people know this is AI. Like, this is clearly AI. And if
By the
and if
way,
they're not marking it, then it's deception.
it
It's
is.
manipulation.
I do wanna be really clear, though, that this right here, you and me,
Yeah.
this is not AI.
This is not AI. Oh,
No.
no, 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 no.
Um, so I'm open to hearing what you out there think about this. If it's a topic of, fascination for you. But there is
Yeah.
something else that we also should talk about,
Yes.
and it comes down. You actually mentioned the word creativity,
Mhm.
and I think that this is us expanding our own creative approach to the way we want to, continue on with this thing called the RANT, radically affirmative new thought, which is what this iteration has been. We've been doing this for what, 2 years now, almost
Mhm.
year and a half, really.
Yeah, a year and a half. Yeah.
And we took the summer off. Um, but we're looking through the lens of a couple things: up leveling our creativity and how the rant unfolds. At least this is my thinking around this. Also, the notion and application of self-care principles that we teach, and making
Mhm.
sure that we're not overextending ourselves in a way that is becoming burdensome in our lives. And not that, I mean, I don't want anyone to think that you as an individual who engages with the rant is burdensome. Sometimes though, like, just getting to be live on a Wednesday, like, Steph and I will look at each other like, okay, we're gonna now do this, right?
Yeah.
So here's what we're thinking about doing. We talked about this this morning before we came on live. We're thinking about reformatting the rant to be a once a month, um, basically pre-recorded content,
Mhm.
more like a online, more like a podcast, video podcast that we could actually turn into an audio podcast as well. But what we're thinking that might invite us to do is to bring in guests in conversation. Part of the reason that I've not really endeavored to bring in guests is because, number one, I just feel like I don't have the capacity or time right now. But if we are not limited to bringing a guest onto a live stream, then we might have a greater opportunity to bring guests in to participate. And, basically creating a whole different structure for the rant. So that's where I start, Steph, and I invite you to chime in.
Yes. And I was wholeheartedly agreeing. I think that we can, do a beautiful program in that way, that because sometimes it even feels rushed, right? Like, and it's being live on for a weekly thing. We didn't intentionally bite off more than we could chew, but our mouths are full.
Yeah. Well, how many times have we, like 5 minutes before we're supposed to go live, after we've had like just you and I private personal conversation, and we go, oh wait, we're supposed to go live in 5 minutes. What are we talking about today? Like literally that happens all the time.
All the time.
And I want to bring better content out to our, online community.
Yeah, so, focused and relevant.
Yeah.
Focused and relevant, right? I mean, because we just spent 15 minutes ranting about AI.
Was not planned. It just
not planned, right? But so a deeper dive into that experience in a pre-recorded show with an interviewed person would be fantastic. We could have relevant, because I know right now that spiritual leaders are using AI to do things. I keep getting emails but they are saying like, I put this question into AI and this is what it gave me. And it was, it's nothing Ernest Holmes wouldn't have said, because it's taking from Ernest Holmes.
Right.
There's, oh my gosh, Chat GPT knows how to do a 5-step spiritual mind treatment. Of course it does. Of course it does. So
I did once. I have to tell you. So just as an exercise, I once put into the Chat GPT, I said, write a 5-step affirmative prayer treatment in the style of a Shakespearean sonnet.
I think you shared that.
I think I did. But like, fascinating, what it will then know how to do.
Yeah.
Like it knows.
Here's one thing I have used it for in the last year is helping me decipher difficult conversations. Like I was bombarded with harassing emails and verbally or written vileness. And I, as who I am, wanted to understand the consciousness I can bring to that. So instead of like reacting to those things, I brought it to Chat GPT and I asked it to be Carl Jung. And I asked it to be Ernest Holmes, and like how, like, if you are these amazing conscious people, how would you help me respond to this? And, and it's like, oh, Steph, like, wow, your thoughtfulness is, it lets me know. And so it would break things down into the archetypes. It would say, like, this is where this person might be coming from, in such a way that I could be like, oh, right. Instead of, oh my gosh, this person has just caused me emotional harm. And how am I going to get through this? I had Carl Jung helping me psychologically with responses that would be like that, right? Yeah. So it was so helpful. I did all my own writing. I did all my own responding, but I was getting information on how I could see this differently. Because right now I'm stuck in this place where someone is really attacking me verbally. And I don't want to just repeat that cycle. I want to break the cycle. I want to have a new perspective. I want to change what is possible here, because the cycle of abuse is a cycle of abuse.
Yeah.
And so the only person responsible for breaking that cycle is me. And whether that's me walking away or me having a chat GPT conversation to make it go easier, like we do what we need to do. A part of that self-care.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the first things ChatGPT said to me was, make sure you're taking some time to have self-care this week. You have had, this email is horrible. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Here's some things you could do.
Yeah.
For self-care, so bringing that back to self-care.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just thinking, I serve on the board of the Unity Southwest region. And one of the things that we've been doing for our region is offering online workshops on a regular basis, because as a licensed Unity minister, an ordained Unity minister, we do actually have guidelines for maintaining our ordination and license. So we have CEUs that we have to, acquire every year. And we always have to get at least a couple hours in ethics CEUs. And we actually did a whole workshop on the ethics of AI in ministry. It was a fascinating discussion. One of the caveats too that I always, like I said, because I played around with AI, and I had a really eye-opening moment when I wrote a screenplay several years ago, almost 5 years ago now, well, 4 years ago now. And there's this thing that happens in the Hollywood world where you can submit your screenplay, get script coverage, they call it, right? And they basically break down your script, and they're determining its viability to be produced and successful in the market. And so, I'm not trying to get this script produced by Hollywood, just to be clear. But I uploaded the whole PDF into ChatGPT, and I said, please give me full script coverage on this script that I've uploaded. And it spit out a whole bunch of information. But because I wrote the script, I know a lot about the script. It missed the character arcs of entire characters. And so I went in and I said, please tell me about such and such character, like specifically naming the character that I know is absolutely named in the script and has dialogue and has a through line. And it came back and said that character doesn't exist in the script. So you also have to take it with a grain of salt that it is not accurate.
Yeah.
It is not accurate. Even when you put stuff in it, it will come back with inaccurate information.
Yeah. It's not a research tool.
No.
You still do your research.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to also acknowledge, I threw this up there earlier because Sherry said, I love evolving into new paradigms. And yes, we're evolving into a new paradigm.
Yes.
And I think that's important. We should have Sherry on. Sherry is a brilliant mind.
Absolutely.
Has lots of glorious things to say. So
absolutely.
I'd love to have Sherry on with us. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
It doesn't hurt that she's my, my compadre, my assistant here. It's funny because she has the title of assistant. I don't even think of her as assistant. Like, she is really like my co-facilitator in all things Unity of Tucson. I'm so grateful.
Grateful. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Whew. Yes. And I think also we're talking about so this will be the last one of 2025 too, because the next 2 weeks are Christmas Eve, and you're loaded up.
Yeah, we have one of our biggest services of the year is Christmas Eve candlelight service at 6:30 p.m. here in Tucson. If you want to come join us, beautiful candlelight service. So that'll be a week from tonight, and then we're doing full. So we traditionally do, if there's a fifth Wednesday in a month, our prayer chaplains come together and we do a healing circle experience. Well, it just so happens that New Year's Eve is the fifth Wednesday of December. And so we're doing a New Year's Eve healing circle service. Nice. And so that's going to be how we allow ourselves to go out of 2025. And then on New Year's Day at 11 a.m., we're going to be out on our beautiful outdoor labyrinth here at
Mm.
Unity of Tucson.
What if
So
it snows? Oh wait, that's Arizona.
yeah, not much. Actually, I will tell you, I did schedule a New Year's Day labyrinth like 4 years ago, and we had torrential rain
Oh
like
wow.
the night before. And when and when I was like looking at the labyrinth, I thought, well, it was completely flooded with water, so I had to send out notifications said, "Hey, we're canceling the labyrinth. The labyrinth is flooded with water. Nobody wants to walk through mud and water." And yeah, but it's usually extraordinarily beautiful.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
like, how do I could make a labyrinth in a field of snow?
you could
There's a couple fields near me. I could totally do that.
have at it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
So,
even got a new snowblower.
ooh, yeah. We don't have need for those things here in Tucson.
Right. Yeah. We do.
Yeah.
Not yet, but there is a storm coming. We've got like
Mhm.
extreme weather warnings happening right now. Little like
Mhm.
our phones are buzzing. Hey,
Ooh.
extreme like yesterday was an extreme freezing warning. So it was
Mhm.
+4 yesterday Celsius.
Yeah.
+4, dude. And
I'm like,
then an hour later it was -7.
the funny thing is, I'm like +4 Celsius. I'm like, I remember living in Toronto. That's warm.
That is warm. Yep. I went outside without my zipper done up on my jacket.
Ooh, look at
Woo-wee.
you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't
And
have to
I'm like,
scrape my
if it's
car or
20 degrees
anything.
Celsius here, I'm like, ooh, I'm a little chilly because I've lost that Canadian
Yeah.
layer that used to keep me warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acclimated.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Back to being a desert rat. So
Oh, my cat today. She just is yelling about everything.
yeah.
Yelling about everything.
So yeah. So we're basically gonna be away now for a while. Oh, part of that too is yes, we're taking the next 2 weeks off.
Yes.
But when we come, like when Steph and I start meeting again in January, that's when we're going to start this new production schedule. And so we probably won't have another rant being released until the beginning of February, is my thought. Does that seem
Yeah.
reasonable, Steph?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have time to put things together and really bring,
Yeah.
more curated, better content to you.
Like so strategically planning. Radically affirmative new thought.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
So there we are.
absolutely. Awesome.
We also talked about having today be a short day.
I know, yeah, because we're like, yep, still,
Oh,
we're still alive. Yep, hello.
yeah.
Yeah. So if you're watching this on the replay, let us know what you would like us to rant about next year,
Hmm.
2026. If there are things you want to hear more perspective on, let us know. We want to help facilitate your soul's evolution. We
Absolutely.
do.
Yeah.
And so rant away, write to us. There's ways to contact us. I
Yeah.
think
I'm like, "Oh,
there's
I gotta go
I
and
mean,
find
you
the."
can contact us through any which way. I have personally, I have deleted Facebook off of my devices, and I will oh oh
What?
things. I just got a whole bunch of notifications when you did some. I don't
Oh,
know.
I don't know what I
So
did.
uh,
Well,
I I don't know. It was just reminding me of all of my things that are connected right now, like my
ah,
mic and my camera. But it was
okay.
really weird. Yeah, yeah.
Well, you can find me at unitytucson.com. If you go to, my page on that website, my email is
Mhm.
there, so you can send email there. I imagine you can be found at
Mhm.
oneloveawakening.com, right? Yes, One Love Awakening. Yeah, and yeah, Facebook Messenger, worst way to try and get in touch with me. I never look at it. I never look at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, just so you know.
Yeah. Emails really is the best way to get a hold of me.
Yeah,
Like, if my phone rings, it's probably spam.
I'm kind of old school that way too. I like my email.
Yeah. I like my email.
That's
Yep.
right. So, what do you think,
So,
Steph?
yes. Yeah.
Shall we wish everyone a glorious holiday
Holiday season, happy
in
holidays.
whatever way that you
May
celebrate this
the
time of
light
year? Yeah,
be
this is the
forever
season of
and
light.
ever lit in you.
Yeah. Light has been
Yes.
a dominant part of my messaging and service these last several weeks. And of course,
Mhm.
because we do a candle lighting service, On Christmas
Mhm.
Eve. That's the culmination of the season of light.
Just wait.
Yeah. Someone really is looking for your attention.
Casey, she's like there's like eye holes in the gate. That's all I
Mhm.
see is her eyes right now. She's in the gate.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've got just the beginning or the part of I think it's Alicia Keys. I am light, I am
India
light.
Irie.
India Irie,
Yeah,
yes. I love that song.
me too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna go listen to it.
might do the same.
Yeah,
All right, my
awesome.
beloved.
Okay, beloveds, have a wonderful next few weeks. Know that you are divine and holy and sacred and precious and good. And
Mhm.
we'll see you when we see ya.
Yes. Much love, peace, and blessings. Be well. Bye.
Bye.